Hello and welcome, everyone. Collective consciousness, aliens aboves, and ghouls and doom, ghosts, everything beneath as above, so below. We have some wonderful guests here tonight. We got classic Dylan Trecker here, joins us once again on the Rawk Radio show for episode number 42. And also, Mr. Zack Trecker in the flesh.
Flying in from the west. Couple old friends of ours. Thanks for coming tonight, guys. And yeah, episode 42.
Episode number 42. We are here, arrived, and
got some
T.
upgrades.
Sloan
We got T. Sloan
well,
in the back. He's working.
Joining us here for episode number 42. And here we are, man. How's the West been holding up out there in the old Western states?
It's as good as it'll ever be, you know. It's just as good as it is here, but yeah, no, the West
Just a little better.
Yeah, we
I wouldn't even say, you know.
we talk about Dylan all the time and how he moved out to California, you know, after high school. But actually, Zach, you left the nest first, right? You went out west before Dylan did. And what was that, back in 1990?
That's like 98.
46, I think,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, no, it wasn't that long or that much before, but yeah, you know. Well, life is wherever you make it, and so you know,
It is, man.
It
Feels like yesterday though. We went out to that little trip to Galena. You know, taking your van, the Volkswagen.
you know, stringing
Dude.
out my heart chords.
Oh my gosh, dude!
The
I
smiley
love
face
that
on the
car,
front.
man. Yeah,
That was the best.
with the Grateful Dead stickers.
Of course. You know.
Were those the first stickers you put up on that bad boy?
That was one of the only ones, you know. When I moved away, I took them off. It started getting a little dicey there. You know, you don't want to advertise your life too much, so. But that was a time and a place, and it felt good, and I'm glad we shared it.
Have you been back to Galena?
No. No, and I love, you know,
Yeah, it was a
Galena's,
cool spot, man.
I would, that's a good, you know, it's not too long of a drive, but love to do that again.
Hell yeah, brother. When did you actually leave? Like, when did you officially go out west?
It was in 2010.
And why?
Just to try something new, you know. It was kind of a... When you're young, you just go do things and don't really think about it. And that was kind of just that. And
Yeah, you did it, man. I remember all of the friends. We were just like, "Wow, man, he made the."
It was
he
so
really
epic.
did, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about it, but
yeah,
to actually do it, and you know, what's cool is you've had all these cool different jobs and experiences, and you like lived in all these different places. What do you think is like the coolest job you picked up?
Oh man, that's I guess, you know, firefighting, you know, doing the wildland firefighting was pretty
Nice.
interesting. It wasn't a very long job, but that was definitely, you know, the most interesting one. But it's all been, you know, there's been a lot of different jobs and things that you do, and it's all just been really good.
What was the first gig you had when you got out there?
I worked at a gas station.
Nice.
Yeah.
Selling gas to
Was it
fighting
one of those where
fires.
you had to run out and pump the gas?
Yeah, that was Oregon,
Yeah,
you know.
dude, they
Yeah,
still got
it's-
those out in the West, man. That's where it's at.
They just actually Oregon stopped doing that this year, and it's
Yeah, pull
Is that
up
why
one
you
of-
had to
pull
go
up one
start
of those
fighting fires?
old gas station pumps. We got to see this.
No,
It's
they-
out in the 1930s, dude.
they, you know, I mean, it was normal gas pumps. That was what was so funny,
Yeah.
but they just had a lot.
T.
you had to
Sloan
go-
pulling it up, dude. Let's take a look at Shell's first. Oh, there you go. Fucking.
Did you get
Dude,
tips?
the dyno, baby.
Dude, what better way to bring up today's sponsor, Shell?
There we go. Yeah, thank you,
There it
Shell.
is. Thank you so
Sponsor
much,
Shell.
Shell, for.
What's the biggest tip you ever got pumping gas, bro?
Probably $5,
Okay.
you know, but
Dude, those
Remember,
are
we get tipped for
good looking, dude.
loading up cars for people at Target. Those were the days, Dylan.
Totally.
You get like a $5 tip. You're like, yeah. Could go buy a pack of cigs.
Well, that was the thing, right? Now, were they always standing outside already, or would they run out as soon as you pulled up? They would run outside and start pumping.
Oh, I don't know.
How did it-
They would point a knife at your car and they'd be like, "Yo, if you're gonna touch that gas pump, like you're gonna get stabbed at this point." Like literally, it was like cut through.
Yeah.
You know,
Zach would have to threaten them and then give them gas.
it was
Yeah.
you know, it was a cut. You know,
Look, did they give you a cap like that?
yeah.
Like the cop cap.
That's the uniform right there, honestly.
That was the
You know,
standard
and that was
uniform,
my
dude.
face, you
Seeing
know.
young Trecker.
Oh, they're-
in that
they're-
suit,
yeah.
Thank you,
dude,
Tommy,
that's
for
it,
the
dude.
slideshow. It's perfect.
Oh
Yeah.
man, iconic.
Yeah, you know, it led you
Dude,
to the next thing, right?
Cool.
I meant to ask you. I might have asked you this before. How'd you get into the firefighting?
Oh, it was just I was actually at a restaurant was opening up, and I ran into a guy who was just like, "Hey, you should try and
Just come
go
fight
do
a
that."
fire.
Yeah.
You look like you'd be good at
It's
that.
not, you know. It seems, you know, in Chicago, firefighters are a little more credentials, but stuff like that is pretty like, yeah, we'll take anybody, and so I was like, well, I'll do it, you know. But
Cool.
it's pretty open book, you know. You could. There's college graduates, there's prison convicts, and it was cool to work on a crew with a bunch of people all year, you know.
Yeah, diverse.
That's awesome.
Diverse team. But was there ever any like close calls where you're like, "Fuck, I'm too close to this heat"? You know, I gotta
Yeah.
back the hell out.
Definitely. It was like, honestly, right at the beginning.
What happened?
It was wild. It was like, you know, and not to make a fucking crazy story crazy, but it was first day, and we came in, and it was just in this rural area, and there was nobody there, and we went in, and the fire was too crazy, and we had to back out. But the wildest thing was, as we were getting out, it was just all haphazard, but someone called on the radio and said, "Hey, you guys got to get out. You got to go left," which isn't a good thing to say to somebody on the radio. But you know, those planes where they drop retardant, you know, we ended up, the plane came and just covered us all in the pink goop. You know?
Oh
You know,
wow!
it was wild. It was my first day. It was, you know, it was pretty weird. But
First day.
first,
Yeah,
you
first
know,
day.
I'm
Well,
not even
welcome.
trying to make a cool story.
Man,
Yeah.
you didn't
But-
even get rid of your gas station get up yet.
No, I was still had the shell hat. You know.
That's wild, brother.
Oh,
When did the beekeeping come into play?
pretty early on, and you know, that was just kind of a. I mean, that's
You were beekeeping before beekeeping was cool, though. I remember
Like as a
that.
hobby, like just I'm gonna
Yeah.
get some bees.
and it's really not a. I mean, having bees is pretty. It's a pretty hands-off thing that you
Yeah.
know, you just set it up and they come and do their thing, and so there's not really, unless you really want to. I just had it as pets, you know.
I would think that you would just get stung a bunch.
Never.
Like, what's the deal with that?
No.
Like
They're-
nothing.
No,
It just
honeybees.
sense your fear, right? They know.
Yeah, honeybees, you know, are very, very docile, and so you know you can.
Now, is it true when they do sting that they die, or is that
Ye-
false? Is not every bee die after they sting you?
No, they release, you know, their
Stinger.
rear end, you know, and so a piece
A
of
bee does.
Yeah.
A bee will die if it, stings you and loses its stinger. But like a wasp, they're
A
such
wasp does
assholes.
not.
Yeah, it'll just keep stinging you.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh.
little jagoffs, but they're
Speak-
not. Are they endangered like bees are?
Wasp?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think they're pretty hardy.
Yeah.
You know,
They're the considered pests where bees are
Yeah,
like,
So,
oh, they're
are
necessary.
you saying that not even once? Like you didn't get stung?
a couple times it fly in
Okay.
your nose and stuff like that, but
That's it.
you know, yeah, it's really,
That's awesome.
you know,
They're such cool creatures.
you
They
guys
really
could
are.
too, and like
So do you use them for pollination? Like as pollinators, you have a garden?
the bees. I mean, at the time when not right now. I don't have the space to do it, but even then, they'll travel several miles, and so
Dang.
I would love to, do that and have the space to do, my. I don't want to get too much into talking about bees, but yeah, they're just able to travel and do all that on their own. But if you do have a garden, it's totally amazing,
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Gotta
we
look
don't
into
have to
that.
dive into them, but they are mysterious, mystic creatures, man. They definitely are.
You could do if you guys got a space to just get a bee box, I'm sure they would.
Speaking of the bees, though, we almost got that fine honey, Dylan. Remember when we were driving out? We were on our way to the.
Oh, dude, those girls were selling it, dude.
Yeah,
like
dude,
right on the side of the road.
cash
They're like,
only,
dude,
man.
Yeah,
cash only, dude.
Wasn't
You
meant
almost got
to
some
be.
of that mad
Honey
honey.
operation.
Yeah, honey operation on the way to Rock. What was it? Rock Cut Beach? Bottle Cap Beach.
No, Glass Beach.
Glass Beach.
I just have
yeah,
one
we were on our way
question.
up.
Why
to
didn't you buy the honey?
No cash.
Cash
dude.
only, and we didn't have
And it
cash,
needed honey,
dude.
man.
Yeah.
I specifically needed
Yeah,
honey.
they gave us a sample and everything. It was tasty.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then we were like, cash only.
You know what
Like,
they say?
Oh, man.
That's opportunity, and it only knocks once. You know.
But yeah, speaking of animals, though, from the bees, when we got to the beach, all these prairie dogs just started popping up left and right, and they just started following me, dude. Like the prairie dogs, like they popping up, and then they just started
you.
like following me around, dude. And
Oh,
I was
you're
like,
fucking
I was just
chosen
trying to
one.
mind my own business, and I was like, looking for a cool looking rock in the beach, and all these prairie farms like coming up to me, sniffing
prairie dogs,
my.
Are they usually like pack animals? And
Dude, they're just like
these prairie dogs.
Yeah, dude, they just started following me, and then Dylan's like, "Dude, they're after you, bro." And I'm like, "I don't know what's."
Were they
going
trying
on
to get
here."
him, Dylan,
And
or
I
are they
was-
like
No,
you're a
they're
leader?
friend,
Mike?
they're interested.
Yeah, curious.
So they were like following me around, and we talked later, and Dylan was like, "Dude, I think that might be your spirit animal,
a fucking
the prairie dog."
There's a couple
like-
instances where Mike ran into prairie dogs. So
Wow.
there's
man.
there's
This
another
is like
two
a
instances.
prairie dog magnet when he goes out
Well, it
west.
started like, the sitting asses start flying, and it's like, oh wait, there's a prairie dog, and it's like, I'm a human, I'm making connections with all these prairie dogs. This isn't this guy, and it's like, it must be.
Yes.
Shout out to bees and prairie dogs. They're
Yeah.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah, and
Like-
you guys is like, I mean, you guys have gone and explored out there, been out into like the open wild, the wilderness or whatever. Have you guys ever seen some like, looked up and seen any like UFO, UAP, anything
Yeah.
crazy?
No shot. The only like weird thing I saw in the sky was actually like coming down Narragansett in Chicago. It was like a big ass green light, and it just like fell behind a tree line, but it was like super
way.
quick. It was super weird, super bright. It was a lime green, almost like more like an ever lime green light that just kind of came down from the sky and went right behind the tree line. And I don't know what the fuck it was. I couldn't really explain it. And then nothing else besides that. So like anything like out west, like no shot. What about you?
It's covered up well out there.
Yeah.
Nothing, honestly, and
Just the stars.
it's kind of disappointing, but not,
I've been looking.
There's a lot,
Yeah, but
trust
the
me,
shooting stars.
a lot of,
I'm sure you've seen a
Yeah.
handful.
Now there's, a couple that just some that are.
Which technically is a shooting star, a UFO.
Breathtaking. No. I think a UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon, when the shooting star.
But do you
we're
think
like,
it-
oh, we know what that
Do
is.
you think the aliens can appear as a shooting
Oh,
star?
I'm sure.
They can appear as anything,
as a
right?
star, as Bill Gates, as whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. But that's funny you say that, Dylan, because I think the one time I saw was in Chicago too, when I thought for sure I saw a UFO.
Yeah, you go traveling and looking.
It was in on the beach of Evanston. Oddly enough,
What'd you see?
Yeah.
it was like from a distance there was this orange glow, like an orange light at first that was like up in the sky, and all of a sudden like. It was just kind of chilling there. I thought maybe satellite, but then it was moving, right? All of a sudden, like the light just started to expand. So like the orange light expanded outwards, but then it went back in.
Shrunk.
And then it's expanded outwards, and then it went
Pulsing.
back in. And then it kept moving, and I had no idea what it was, but like, what is that? It was
Yeah.
clearly in the sky. It was right there. Like expanding, shrinking, expanding, shrinking, and then all of a sudden, zoomed off.
You got the
I like-
zoom too.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
So I couldn't explain that. Like,
Yeah, so I guess Chicagoland has a lot of sightings. There's like this one
O'Hare?
YouTuber.
You know
Yeah.
about the O'Hare incident?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
You
the
ever-
flying humanoids.
yeah. What was the O'Hare incident?
It was in the 90s.
Oh shit.
It's you know, you can, but a very at the airport, a lot of people, employees and stuff, and pilots of planes all not talked about, but reported it to their, you know, like there's something there's no photos or anything of it, but you can read about it. But
It was in the Park Ridge blog.
we don't gotta start talking. We could talk about Mothman.
Mothman, dude. I knew it was Mothman. Mothman is haunting
Always,
Evanston, dude. He's the
yeah.
one that closed Caffeine, dude. Shout out
No,
to
I-
Caffeine.
I-
Wait,
Open
Caffeine
Mic.
Cafe is gone?
Caffeine
it's
Open
been
Mic's
gone.
gone, dude.
No shot.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
been gone since like 2019.
Shout out to Caffeine.
That's where me and John met. That's where all this started.
That's
you know?
where this roots,
You know,
man.
that was we were on our way to Caffeine, and Megan was like, "You should go hang out with Mike. Let's go pick him up, bring him to Caffeine." I got in the car. I was like, "What's up? You play music? Yeah, I play music. You want to play music? You
Yeah,
want to
let's
start a
make a
band?
band. Yeah.
Done." And here we are on Rawk Radio, episode 42.
I heard about that O'Hare incident though. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Like
me
everyone
too.
saw this things and they're just like, yeah, you guys are crazy.
It's
Yeah.
it's just the way it goes, you know.
There's a bunch of the sightings of this thing too. I'm like O'Hare, it's crazy.
That's even more wild. There's a fucking Mothman at
There's
O'Hare.
no Mothman.
There's
I don't
definitely
care.
a
Winged,
bunch of
flying,
sightings.
human-like creature with bright red eyes.
No,
Yeah.
Like
no,
multiple
no.
sightings over multiple
It's
years.
basically Batman overwatching O'Hare.
It's probably some Polak who's fucking with us. Just has money in a wingsuit.
I know this.
Mothman, dude. Bees, prairie dogs, and Mothman. What more do you want?
Yeah, and Mothman is,
Aside from music, which brings us, back. Thanks so much for coming on to the show. And want to ask, like, I know for a minute, like out there, you were sending me some demos every now and then, like not like frequently, but every now and then you'd send me like a song that you wrote, and it was always cool stuff, man. Are you still messing with that at all?
honestly, no. It's something. I guess that's a little. For lack of a better word, embarrassing that I wouldn't follow, the path that you guys follow, and I really admire about what you guys do, because you guys are so active. And
Oh, thanks, dude.
No, I mean
It's not about that though. I mean, the art of creating itself is just fun, and I just remember that your songs and the you on your acoustic was really cool.
Yeah.
I really was enjoying what you did send my way.
No, that means, a lot. And, people like you are the kind of people that make people like me want to do that. And, there's been a lot of life, comes, and there's a lot of things to do in the meantime. Yeah. But it's something, I will get back to. And,
Heck yeah.
But
Do you remember how you recorded those? Was that on
Just with a
computer or voice memo or?
just with a Shure, I don't know
Dude,
if this is Shure.
yeah,
I
that's
think
all
it was.
you need.
I think it
Yeah.
had SM57. If but it was.
Shout out to
it's,
Shure.
Sponsored.
The old 6-string?
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Hell yeah.
play around with the little,
Yeah, the
was-
keys too. You did have the key. I heard some of the keys on that too.
Yeah.
That was
awesome.
really cool, man. I really, really liked it, dude. Is it still? Can you find it on SoundCloud, or is it's a hidden gem now?
Oh, it's up there on It's
Hidden
on-
gem, baby.
Oh, it's you can find it.
It's in the universe.
If you know, you know.
There's a band camp out there.
Oh, there's a band camp too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you name it,
We
or
gotta
just
find this.
self-titled Zack Trecker?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Just my name.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I always admired your taste in music growing up. Like, Dylan and I were very tight, and Dylan, you influenced a lot of my music taste and everything. But that's one thing we connected on at a very young age, like a bunch of different, just things we were into.
Dylan,
Yeah.
he really.
like so that's where I have you guys to thank for that. Just in helping kind of mold my interests in music over time.
Totally.
And that's what's so cool. Mike and I making music consistently. you guys have a place in that too, because we were
Absolutely,
so
dude.
tight for so long, you know, and really there's just like so much influence from each other, you know.
Man.
Mike's like my biggest influence too. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a
Damn.
yeah. I mean, Dylan. You know, I mean, he. You know, I mean,
Dylan already, he had like all
level
the best
shit, dude.
stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Like everything you brought to the table with those burnt CDs. You're
Yep.
like, I got a new burnt CD.
Yeah,
We're going to
LimeWire.
Willy Wonka factory today. And you'd just be like, this is like, what? Where did you find this,
Right.
man? It'd be the craziest music. But always, every time we would bump, you know, go for a joyride, dude, I would always come out being like, that was so cool, dude. Tell me who that was. I need to write that down. Like, some of the
just
coolest
miss those
stuff
days,
you found,
man. Burning CDs for each
Yeah.
other. There's something so personal about that. You know, now you can just stream everything and shit. You know?
Yeah.
It's different.
and yeah, even still, you can share a
Playlist.
piece of music, and someone's always gonna remember it. You
Still,
know?
still, Dill, you're finding the coolest stuff these days. Ruby, my dear, that was a huge find, dude. This
Death
last
Insurance?
year, Death Insurance was
Shout
a
out to
huge
Death
album
Insurance.
for me,
Dude,
This
got
last
that
year,
vinyl.
that was
Scooped that vinyl.
sick, dude.
Yeah, it was so
Death Insurance, that album like is amazing.
top to bottom.
It was so
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I gotta check
And
that out.
Ruby, my dear, dude, what? Like, what is going on? It's so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Did you have you seen them live before yet?
Ruby, my dear, is in France, so I will probably not unless I go visit and like the stars align in a nice way. But and then Death Insurance is on hiatus, like for
No, come back, Death
Right?
Insurance.
Yeah.
Come back, come back.
we appreciate
come back.
Death Insurance. So
Any sick shows
Shout
you
out
have
to
been
Death
to
Insurance.
lately, though?
what?
You been to any sick shows lately?
Yeah, actually, I was in Roysop, and then I was, I was in Japan, and then I went to a K visual K show, and I've never been too infatuated with visual K, but like, I would say that it was the most unique concert experience I've ever been to, because if you would envision just like, okay, it's a bunch of like edgy looking guys like wearing like, you know, dapper fucking goth wear, and then they're just like, you know, they're doing like metal stuff, so it's like, okay, it's all metal, but then it's just like a bunch of gals and they're all just like dressed to the nines, like it looks like they're wearing their Sunday's best. And then like the show.
What's going on?
No, but then like the show starts. And I gotta paraphrase a lot of this. But
It
like,
was a metal show in Tokyo,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it was in Tokyo.
That's
and like,
what's going
But
on.
like, you know, and this is like, you know, a weekday night, and like these gals just come in and they're just like fucking chilling, and then like the show starts, and me and my wife were just standing in the back, we're just watching this whole thing go down. Like, okay, how is this gonna play out? I just counted like 5 guys in the show. I was like, okay, I'm in. But it's like metal show, so I'm like, okay, what's going on? So the show starts, bam, girls just start synchronizing, doing hand gestures like this, and it's like you showed up to a dance recital and you didn't practice, pretty much. Yeah, you have no idea what's going on, and like no one has their phone out, like no phones whatsoever, so no lights going on. They're just like in the moment here.
That's
And
when
they're
they
just-
lock the
That's
doors and
wild.
shut them.
No,
Now you can't move.
and as the show progresses, like it's like synchronized fucking like headbangs. Like these girls were headbanging more than I've seen. Like dude, like
They were part of the
hardcore
show.
metal head. No, like their heads were going to fly the fuck off.
Wow.
And then like as soon as like the riff would stop, they'd stop headbanging at the same time, and they just pat their hair like. 10 out of 10 hair, 11 out of 10 hair. Dude, it looks like nothing ever fucking happened. I do that, I look like a fucking meth head, like coming out. You know.
That's wild.
But and they would pull out fucking flags for certain songs. They put them away as soon as they came away. They would have they had little towels for the band they like, and then they did the best thing was the fucking, I called it the Kawaii Wall of Death. Like the guy was like
Kawaii Wall of Death?
Kawaii Wall of Death, dude.
What's kawaii?
Kawaii is cute in Japanese. So like what ended up happening was like the guys like, you know, we're gonna split the guy, there's what, you know, and I have no idea what they're saying because they're like doing speak a leak of Japanese, and freaking the crowd splits perfectly in half. And I'm like, oh shit, this is going to happen. Like they're gonna do the Wall of Death. And these gals just start bouncing up and down, coming towards each other. And it's just like the fluffiest fucking Wall of Death. And it just like merges in and back and forth.
Did
and
they-
I look over at my wife, and her eyes is just like, she's like, it's amazing. And I was like, yeah. I was like, this is fucking fucking awesome, dude.
That's amazing.
And,
Yes,
and then the show wraps up. Everyone just single file lines out, disappear into Shibuya, and like you would have never guessed that would have happened on a weekday night. Most bizarre fucking concert.
They're
I've
doing
ever
it right
experienced.
out there.
What was the name of that project, that band?
That was. Of course, you asked me on the spot. I have no idea because like Ellie pulled it out of like we were gonna go
What
see.
venue was it?
We were gonna go see Devil Oof, but then we ended up seeing this other band. And gosh.
Say it was Cave Vision.
I wonder if it happens
It's
at this
Cave Vision.
venue every time. Like,
Did they
have
in
like
the
a,
Wall of
they have a
Death?
synchronized dance.
When
and,
they
like,
met, did
like-
they like?
No one got
blend,
hurt.
or was it just like
No,
no
no,
one
it
got
was
hurt.
no one got hurt. No one fell over. I mean, I'm in the
That's
back, so
respect
I
for
see
everyone.
It was a
Their
small
subway
venue.
system.
Yeah. And they just like melded, and just fucking.
Do you remember what venue it was?
It was Shibuya Blaze.
Okay.
The Shibuya Blaze, yeah. It was Blaze. I know that. I know it starts with the G. I would have to like fucking look it up real quick. But
Have you guys ever gone international?
I've been to Sweden once.
I have, yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Where to?
But I was in the Marine Corps, so I was like all over the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asia area or
Yeah, I was in the
Southeast, or-
Middle East, and then I did a deployment up in the North Pole, actually. And then the last deployment I did was in 2014 when Putin invaded the Crimea initially.
No
So
way.
they sent us like to the other side of the Black Sea, just to posture, basically. And then,
Hold ground.
Otherwise,
What's up?
yeah,
We're
like
Americans.
Mexico, Ireland, Europe, like all over the place.
Yeah, it's a big world, you know.
Yeah.
We're in the North Pole.
I was the like unincorporated like North Pole, like I guess like some of it would be international, but the only like sovereign nation like country that I would have been, it was a NATO operation, so it was with like a bunch of Europeans from like all over Europe, like mostly Dutch actually, but it was in Norway, so it's like the country of Norway, and then like Svalbard, if you know it, the like island that's like 1,000 miles north of Norway, where like the Svalbard seed vault is, and like it's just I saw a polar bear while I was up there.
That's
it was
awesome.
crazy.
Yeah.
Were you on a boat or on a?
The polar bear I saw from a boat. That one, yeah, that was on like an ice drift and or like on the shore while we were on like a big Dutch amphib. But yeah, the rest of it was a whole winter just out in the snow, living like those little white GI Joes that nobody liked to play with.
Here I am. Yeah. Oh, that's
Hell yeah, no, I've been out to Ireland, but I didn't get to see any bands.
yeah.
Doesn't top that off by any means.
Bug Lug.
Dude, pull it up. What? How do you spell it?
BUGLUG.
B-U-G?
Shout out to Buglug.
Yeah, they hadn't played in a while. I don't follow
Awesome.
a lot of any Visual K really stuff except like a little bit of During Gray, just by proxy.
Dude, it sounds so awesome. I was going to say, I wonder if like people, it's like the thing, to do at that show. Like if they're
It's
ready
metal,
to go.
like-
Yeah, I mean, I like
metal.
Devil Oof too. They're not really, they're Visual K-esque, I guess, but like they're more fucking metal than what we saw. But I mean, like really metal. Like they have some insane vocals. But I didn't know if like we went to go see Devil Oof, we would have had the same experience or not.
Buglug, dude. Shout out to Buglug.
But it was a trip. Never heard these guys. Great experience. Would have never guessed it would have happened.
Buglug
Dude, that's
fans,
such a
like
magical
choreographed for
performance,
weeks
dude.
before.
I wish I was there, dude. You
I
said
wish
that
you
like
were
that.
there,
I wish
dude.
I was there, man. I wish I was there. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I would like. Yeah, it's a fun
Dude,
thing.
yes, they look so cool.
Yeah. I
dude.
told you, like they're dressed pretty edgy. Yeah. So
Look at those boots. Yeah. Yeah. Buglug, baby. Badass.
Oh wow.
Badass. I want to mosh, dude.
Pop metal, bro. Right? It's kind of like
Little system vibe.
a little English. We threw that in for the Americans.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's so
Good
cool.
stuff.
Super cool, dude.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I didn't get to ever see a out of the country performance like that. That's amazing.
Any
I can't-
cool shows coming up?
I really wanted to go see Jasmine Bean, but she sold out in Chicago when we're here, so that sucks. But then I was gonna go the night before we flew out to New York, before we came here, and it was like not gonna happen. So I was like, yeah, I really wanted to go, but I was really fucking tired. But one day I'll see her. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, last time I had you on the show, Dill, that Y2K Ocarina song, man, you really came through with that. That's one of my favorites on Spotify to this day, dude.
Number one. It's going to be on your like top play for 2023, right?
Yeah, have you been messing around anything with any any noise or anything on your end?
No, I cut but I mean, just doing some other, like I said, doing some other stuff, just getting back on the train with just like working out, getting a regimen in.
And how's the Rawk Radio sound coming?
Rawk Radio sound? Oh yeah, dude, that it's like if I was like
through its final
dude, the one thing we're missing.
if I was really pegging, I'd say it's about like 89% done.
We're not trying to rush, we want to like give you time to create.
I know. I mean, it's been like
we got the classic still standing, dude. Yeah. 42 episodes. That bad boy.
So that
you get it framed one day.
Yeah, you guys started. It's been about like 3 years, right? Yeah.
2020 at the very end of 2020. It was
took a little break, but we're back to our consistent.
Yeah, we took a break during the Ostis phase. Shout out to Ostis, but like we were working so hard at just getting Sister Persephone out that it just didn't have time. And then we actually started playing shows. And then before we knew it, it was like, man, we got to get this back rolling. So. Thank you for being a part of that comeback, dude. You were like the second interview show that I did for fun when I went out west to visit you. That was great. It was great to jump back on the horse with you, and
that was a vibe.
You showed me the dude, and the drawings you pulled up and stuff too. How's the drawing been going?
Again, it was one of the things that I am aiming to have on my 2024 board, so hopefully in the next show I will have a little bit more to show, but that's on my radar of like, when you have like, you're like, okay, I have work firing on all cylinders. Yeah. I have like, my personal regiment, my health kind of going on all cylinders, and it's like, I'm going to do my personal hobbies on all cylinders next, and so I'm just like kind of like firing it back up because I kind of like, I was like, work, I wanted to sink at least a full year into like just immersing myself into learning as much as I can learn. And then also on the same point, I was like, as much as I'm learning, I'm just vibing as well. And then this like last 6 months, I'm just kind of kicking everything else back up. And I'm like, okay, going into like 2024, I really need to get back into my hobbies. Because like right before I was immersing myself into work, I was staying up until like 2, 3, 4 in the morning fucking drawing. And I was like really
That's awesome.
There's like line of action, figures, stuff like that. And I miss doing that because I learned a shit ton. And I look back at my sketch, and then you get back on your freaking board, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna like draw like a fucking like shitty figure now because I have no muscle memory because I lost it all in that duration of like when I was actually like in it. Like I was like
stay consistent to get the flow.
Yeah,
push it forward. Yeah.
Yeah, even with just like drawing a perfect circle with like your pen, you're just like you just.
Keep at it,
that,
man.
But
Keep at it, man.
No,
Box Set Playbook Season 2 is coming in hot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got some of your old art.
Was it Bloom is the last one that you're...
Bloom will be the last season. We got the Forever album coming out now. It's going to be dropping on Christmas Day. 35-track album, Bloom.
Best Day is
Best
still
Day
available?
will be on it.
It's Best Day.
Tommy's drum kit's on it a lot. We definitely made it happen. Tommy's even on it, too. Yeah, Tommy's in
nice
it.
to me.
Shout out to whoever picked up the split box set playbook. That was a fucking clutch move.
I know, dude. Yeah, the Alone Home boxes. Justin bought the first box set, and then Shane got the second box set.
Justin, shout out to Justin. That was a complete.
There's gonna be some more for sale soon too.
Yes, the
got
2
a couple
is
more
1
releasing.
is coming in hot, baby. It's almost about to be out there in the ether.
Stoked.
But, yeah, man. I'm super stoked, dude. But
yeah, man, if you're ever inspired, send us some art. We're always looking for ways, album art, song art, that kind of stuff, stuff to throw in the box set.
Oh, there'll be more. Don't worry. There will be more.
Yeah, because we got your ones from like 2007 that I found.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed mine.
I don't want to let those go yet. Maybe those will go in like a box set in the
Well,
future.
your art is all over the Forever album.
Yeah.
Because like we just put
It
we
is.
just threw out all
Yeah.
your drawings and stuff we had from back
So
in
even
the
if you're
day.
not producing actively, we're still using your art.
I was like, I know how my wife feels about me hanging up her old art in our place. She's just like, I'm so fucking embarrassed, you know. And it's just like, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
legacy pieces, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Zelda. It's the 25-year anniversary today of Ocarina of Time. That is right.
Game
The
that changed our
changer,
lives.
The game that changed everything, man.
Zelda isn't like the guy.
That is true. You guys hear they're making
You
a
gotta be
live?
kidding me
They're
right
making
now.
a live action Zelda movie. Did you guys hear about that?
Oh,
live
no.
action Zelda.
Don't
yeah.
even say it.
Yeah, I know. I heard
Yeah.
about that. I was a little bit
Look,
salty
it's
about
a little
that.
concerning.
I'll be honest.
It's either going to be extremely good or horrible.
I
You know,
think-
just like the Mario movie.
Yeah, that definitely
Either really
had.
good or really
I was
bad.
like, ooh.
Did you guys see the Mario movie?
Yeah, where do you fall on that? Was
I
it
didn't
really
see
good
it.
or really bad?
I didn't see it, but
How
Did
far?
you- the
how far
80s
is everyone
Mario
in Tears
movie.
of the Kingdom?
real quick, can we talk
John
about the 80s Mario
Leguizamo.
movie?
Yeah, let's get on that one, Zach.
Shout out to 80s Mario
Two.
movie.
Hell yeah.
John
Yes.
Leguizamo and then that other guy
Yep.
playing Mario movie.
And Unreal.
A different kind of Mario.
Unreal. It was a classic.
I
didn't
still
even
have
see the
not
new one.
tapped
I
the
didn't
Tears
need
of the
to.
Kingdom.
Mike,
man.
have you
Yeah.
seen the 80s Mario movie?
I have not. No, and I've watched a little bit of the new one. It was pretty fun, but I have not seen the '80s one. No.
Do you know anything?
I do not. I do
Oh,
not. no.
gosh. We're
I got it. We got to watch that. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do that later this
Thanksgiving.
week. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
before-
mandatory Thanksgiving movie.
They're really
Right
doing
after
this.
Golf Mill.
They're really fucking
Oh wow,
making
this
a
is
Zelda
actually
movie.
out.
It's coming to
And
Netflix.
Of course Netflix would do
This
it.
is
Dude,
Zelda.
no way.
Is that Timothy
My
Chalamet?
only-
Dude, that's the Temple of Time.
My input is that Link better not fucking say a word. Just like in the video game, he's a
I don't
mute.
trust it.
He's
I
gonna
don't know,
talk,
dude.
isn't he?
Whoa, that was Ganon, dude. What?
I am
Oh, this is
so
trippy,
down.
dude. This is the first
I am
time I'm
so down.
seeing this.
I don't care what anybody says. I'm watching it. I don't, you know.
Well, yeah. Well,
Not
They,
seeing a
they
lot
got
of-
us. That's see,
This is
it's
legit.
tough to come up with
Oh
good
my
ideas,
gosh.
so they're pulling on millennial heartstrings. They're taking all of our
Yeah.
Not seeing a
nostalgic
lot
shit
of-
Here we
and
are,
rebooting
dude.
movies
Here
and
we
making
are.
movies on video games. We
Well-
got Barbie.
Hey, this
we
is
got
Lord
Zelda.
of the Rings. There was like clips in this
you seen that,
trailer
Dylan?
that was like Lord of the Rings.
Barbie?
Yeah,
Have you seen that?
No.
that looks awesome.
Shout out to Netflix. Subscribe for
That's cool,
$15.99 a
dude.
month.
Yes.
And
Oh,
Hey,
shit,
maybe,
this
you
is
never
a
know.
concept
Maybe
trailer. This isn't
Netflix
real.
will pick up Rawk Radio one day.
Concept
Shit.
trailer?
Yeah,
it's
Oh,
not-
it's a
not real.
concept.
Damn, you
They
had
got
me
me.
sold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that said Netflix original series. So I mean, there.
That's how they get you.
We're getting trolled, yo. Oh, look at
Yeah, That's how, we're
what's
like,
happening
I'm
for our
all in.
25th anniversary?
Hell yeah, dude.
What is anyone doing about this stuff?
We're celebrating, dude.
We're
Shout out
celebrating.
Ocarina of Time. Greatest game of all time, man. Say it right here on the mic again. Greatest game of all time. Still number one. Even after Tears of Kingdom, I still hold Ocarina of Time at one. But, what was Zach's page again? Can we pull Zach's Bandcamp up again here?
Oh,
Just wanted to take a look here. Awesome, dude. So, yeah, you can check that out. Link below. Check that out. That's all. Are you messing around at all recently?
no, not
Cool, dude.
nothing
Well,
recently,
whatever.
but
That's
I'll be back.
yeah, man,
Alright.
dude. To each their own, man.
Life
It's just
on
like
Earth is long.
exactly, dude. It's all about this.
It's the longest thing you'll ever do.
Yeah, true that. And but yeah, dude, thanks so much for coming on the show and being here with us and chatting and talking music and stuff. And Dylan, thanks again for hopping on, man. I know the sign's coming. It's cooking. It's underway.
Oh, dude,
it's awesome.
like 3 years strong. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna pop out. Like
Heck yeah.
It's a masterpiece.
fresh break bed.
In the world.
And yeah, right about this time of the show, this is where we break away and we create a song on the show. Or someone could do their live poetry, live performance, if you wish. But this is the time we break away, create something, and then we'll come back for a roundup.
Let's do it.
So,
Rock on.
rock on, baby.
Where's my triangle?
Hello and welcome back to the Rawk Radio Roundup. This is Rawk Radio episode number 42 with Dylan and Zack Trecker. We just laid down a fatty.
Oh yeah, fat drone.
Don't worry, she's dead now.
That was a fun little diddle.
Yeah.
You came up with. How'd that even get created? What happened there? John, you laid down the bass, right? There's like
Yeah.
a couple 1-2 bass lines.
Well, it was really
That
you,
like inspired
me,
Sloan to get on the kit.
Yeah, you, me, and Sloan just kind of plugged in and trying to check levels, and that was it.
Sometimes
we were
it's
pretty
like-
much just kind of.
Sometimes it's the checking of
yeah.
levels that is the inspiration.
Yeah,
you know?
That's all you need.
And then I don't know. Then you just you started with this cool fucking riff, right? And it was different. It wasn't like it was kind of drawn out.
Yeah, it was like
And-
Foo Fighters meets like Dave Matthews Band.
That's an interesting thing. But then we wanted to integrate of course the guests on the show, the Trucker Bros over here.
Yeah,
and it was just
totally.
so
That was
interesting making a song with these guys. Like just
That was so fun.
Even just on the back end, like the production side, the decisions that
Dude,
the ideas.
there was a lot
The
of
ideas
production
that you
decisions
guys bring to
going
the
on.
table, and then when Dylan's like, "Yeah, I want that keyboard and crank it down a couple octaves." We're, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit, I thought you said you don't play the keys.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's basically how it went down, baby.
Yeah.
But you guys had some good calls. Good
You know,
calls
him
on
and the guy
on
from Stained
producing.
look similar nowadays.
Labor Dave, dude.
The lead singer of Stained looks like Dave Matthews.
Yeah, dude.
They just
Crash,
kinda-
man.
What happened?
He crashed into himself.
Oh yeah. Right. Or maybe he's more like Negan. I don't know.
Dude, look at that one, the red shirt. Yeah, that's it. That's a vibe, dude.
Oh, he's got "Don't
Yeah,
Tread on Me"
yeah.
tattooed on his throat.
Oh god.
That's-
Well,
Cut me a slice.
I was about to tread on
Man,
him.
Dave Matthews changed.
No, I won't.
that's not Dave.
I know, I'm kidding. It was a
But
joke.
I really liked the low tones you were adding there, Dylan.
Thanks.
What inspired you to hit the keys like that?
No, just not being too overpowering. Not being too
Sometimes
messy.
that's the approach you need, you know?
Yeah, when you're going at a slower pace, like you don't want to like busy it up too much. You're just like all over the board, like it's like too higher pitch, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the background. You just kind of need like a.
We almost added harmonica, but
That would have been a
didn't
lot.
quite make it in the
There
cut.
was
It
a
almost
secret
did. It
harmonica
almost
track.
did.
Zach was over there blowing on the harmonica a little
It-
bit.
It might make. It might make
Crank
it.
that up, turn it into an echo.
We could do it. We
You know.
could just still do it.
Yeah,
It might still happen.
but Zach was going
By
off
the
on
time
the
this is
keys,
out
too,
on
with
Bandcamp,
that.
you might hear a harmonica or two in there.
Yeah,
For the 25th anniversary of Zelda, we lay a harmonica track for it.
it's really what we're doing. It's
Play
like
this.
this is like a temple song.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a temple
Diddy on the
song. Home to the Janky Jank.
The Janky Jack. Our board has a Janky Jack, right?
Yeah, it's inspiring though.
It's,
You know,
You know.
it was a vibe, dude. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that track. Very cool. Very cool.
Any
And the
thoughts, Tommy,
percussion
on
on
the
the
track?
drums was sick.
Yeah,
dude. You really laid down the.
this was
the bad
definitely the
beat.
moodiest track that we've ever made.
I think so.
Yeah.
Highly
Oh, yeah.
experimental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a mood for sure. Speaking of moods, though, pull up Zach's. I did want to check out this track. Dylan, which track were you recommending here?
I was going to say circuit board, unless
Yeah,
he
I'd
has
love
any
to hear
other preference.
And to that point, that's the point of Rawk Radio, is just kind of making something present and in the moment together. And
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't who knows how it's going to come out. That's kind of the exciting part of it is what we kind of end
Yeah,
up making,
it's been a really cool seeing the show come together. Since we've been having like actual bands and stuff, it's been fun to like capture live performances if they choose to perform something live or something off like a new record. But the spirit of the show started with like having friends on and having random people on and just wanting to make a song with them. Like, and then just being able to
and then we were
create
talking
that.
about John Glines. Shout out to John. That's
Shout
where
out to
he was a lot
John.
of fun. He's a very talented guitarist, and easy to make music with. Even if like we have guests that come on that aren't musicians, he's very helpful with all that, like just
good times,
you
man.
know,
Shout out to
improving.
Jax, she killed it.
Yeah.
Had
it's
Sarah.
always-
Shout out to Sarah. Sarah killed it. She
Right?
came on the show.
Yeah.
Well, good times, man.
Fun songs, man.
Yeah, but you guys, that was next level.
We don't. Only on full moons.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Amen.
No, it's so good to be here with you guys.
Hell yeah, no, this
Yeah.
has been a blast, man. It's so good when you guys are in town, and we'll definitely have to get out there and do some more episodes out there as well.
Oregon.
Oregon, baby.
Dude, Rawk Radio is in the mountains.
But yeah, let's play this track. I want to hear this. I'd love to hear this.
On a circuit board, plugged in through my spinal cord. The neon ran in an open door. Still not sure what I was looking for, but it felt divine. You balanced the bedlam in a perfect time, and all those words I electrified. Spoke them out through the power line. Strangers will not speak. Don't make a sound. You cannot see what can be found. And if a power line is nothing more than an electric vibe, the neon jungle exemplifies the wilderness beneath the glowing mind. And in the afterglow, everything was an afterglow. I got involved, knew the back and forth. I kept on dancing like I didn't know. Strangers will not speak. Don't make a sound. You cannot see what can be found. But it could never last. Standing there in the aftermath, didn't speak, just started to laugh. I watched the clouds as they tumbled back.
Damn,
Shit. Yeah.
that's a killer song.
Yeah.
I really like that, dude.
Yeah, I'm kind of taken back. I don't know. Have you showed that to me before, Dylan? I don't know if I must have listened to your stuff before. I don't. What year was this made again?
Time ago.
Long,
Yeah,
that's
time,
probably
yeah.
why. It's like
Yeah.
you listen back and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You actually
Really
you
like
have
the
your own,
approach there.
own lane there.
Yeah,
It was
that
a
was
fun
cool
track.
with the keys too. I like with the pitching that was going on at the end there too.
Yeah, lots of unexpected stuff in it. It was
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
that was mad cool, Zach. I really like that, man.
Good stuff.
Good stuff, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyone that wants to check it out, link below. Good stuff. I miss those acoustic jams, man. You send my way. Keep sending them, dude.
Yeah, they'll be
Sound
back,
good,
you
dude.
know. It's like you said, yeah.
You still got your guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Next time, dude. If you're ever in town again, I'd love to capture a little acoustic sesh too.
Yeah,
Super
absolutely.
super sweet. But yeah, shout out to Zelda 25th anniversary, brought to you by
Nintendo.
Shell. We and Prairie Dogs and what else?
Dogs,
What
the
else is in the
bees.
recap? We have
The bees
to
of
we have
the
to
universe.
cap out here.
Thank you to the bees.
The bees, yeah.
Thank you, Zach, for fighting those forest fires.
Well, thank you, Zach, for coming,
And Tommy
dude. Thank
for
you
your
so much
service,
for coming out
you
to
know.
the show, and this has
Yeah.
been a blast, man. And just to hear that that's epic, man. I love that song.
Yeah, love you guys, man, and
Yeah.
love everything you do. Like
This has been a
said
blast. And until next time, right, Dylan? You got a couple
Got a
couple
big sign to
shows
make?
coming up.
Hey, it's almost done. I heard it's almost
89%,
finished. It's like 11%
89%.
left to go.
Yeah, 11% left. Yeah, should be done.
Give
By
him
like
about
2026. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So you can't hurry brilliance. So I mean,
No, no.
just it'll be ready when it's ready.
It's gonna be perfect.
These
when the
guys.
sign is done,
Yeah.
it's going to be absolutely perfect, man.
Right.
I know it. Well, great stuff, dudes, and hope to have you again on the show sometime. Always more than welcome whenever you're in town, and we'll be out there. you
Any
know.
other news for box set? Or?
Yeah, we got we got the 2 Is box set coming out, and then the new Michael box set's coming out following that in December. And then, like I said, that Bloom album, the Forever album, drops Christmas Day.
Beautiful. What's the
And,
next Bloom release coming out? Seasonal.
Oh yeah, track 5 coming out December 8th.
December 8th.
And thanks everyone for tuning in with us. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Dylan, love you, man. Thank you, Zach. That was awesome, dude. Good stuff. Everyone have a safe night. Rock on.